What do we got in here? So 5 blocks, 2 mirrors, 1 power source, 2 diamonds. But how many elevators? Am I right in thinking the elevators just aren't shown on this diagram? Because now a core mechanic is the elevators, and the fact that those are part of the solution, but those aren't actually involved in this thing that summarizes the puzzle at all. So this is kind of just becoming useless. We got the mirrors again. So here's 1. Oh, and there's World G over there. So we have 2 diamonds, and then I get the teleported to World G. Looks like this one's also 1. Yeah, because there's only 1 of these guys. So 1 toggle will switch back and forth between that and that. This requires blue, that requires purple, that requires green, that requires yellow. Motherfucker. 4 different color blends. Ha. 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 We have 1 power. Alright, we start with 1 beam. That's just... It's just white. And I need to figure out how to color blend with it. Probably something like that. Okay, yeah, blue would go through both these filters. That's a blue, so that's probably right. I can put this here to fill out the green. Now both of the diamonds are done. Cool. Now I just need to figure out how to make the elevator work. Easier said than done. And also the toggle. Somehow you're going to control both elevators at once. Which I'm not really totally clear on. Back. Okay, so you get blue and blue. This needs red. Green and yellow. That needs red. So you probably toggle the red into going into both of them somehow. Let's make the red go this way. That seems more reasonable somehow. You go through here. That's fixable though. Purple. Just blue. Okay. Now I just need red to get to both of the... Not red. Green to get to both the places it needs to get to. I mean, that's it, right? Did I use everything? You're not used. I have an unused block again, but I think I solved the puzzle. Huh. I got really stuck on the second one, then 3 and 4 just kind of blew by. Yeah, it's maintaining the 2 diamonds. Whoop. Whoop. We've done it. Huh. Oh no. I've not done it. I've goofed it. Okay, so in this state blue is lit, but in this state blue and purple are lit. That's why there's 1 block left over. Gotcha. Still easy, but I have to fix my problem. Come on. There we go. So now it does both purple or both blue, which means that I won't be stuck on one side. There we go. That was my bad. That was my bad. Yes. So that's why there was 1 block left over. Gotcha. World G. Beat the F achievement. The achievement for World F was more buttons on top of cubes. The achievements so far are get out of the first area. How about, what if, diacrylic mirrors, double the trouble, and more buttons. And up next we've got, just in case, what goes in here? All around, done, and that's it. Well, you don't buy things for the achievement names. G1. Oop. Buttons on cubes. Press E to interact with buttons on cubes. That looks like a complicated room. Look how many moving parts there are on the next one. Oh, it's you. That mechanic is back. Okay, hide. Yep, it's this guy. I think I remember not being super fond of this one last game when it was introduced. But we'll see. Oh. Okay. So we have a white beam that's going through this white cube that would be hard to stop. And I don't want to. I have 7 cubes to activate, and this one's not one of them? That's weird. Is it for the other room technically or something? I don't know. There's a white beam coming from that room. It goes to these 2 white diamonds, but this diamond doesn't count towards my total of 7. I'm still at 0, 7 for whatever reason. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotcha. So it loops back around and goes up into the roof. Ah. So it goes through my level, up to the roof, into the other level, where it hits another white cube. So for the sake of the next level, I need to keep white going through there, or I won't be able to solve the next level. So I can split it off, but I can't break the stream. And I also need blue to go that way. And there, and there, and there. There's a lot of directions going on here. It's gonna take a little while to decode. It's probably some position that makes a lot of sense. Probably here. Something like that, perhaps. Obviously, it's blocking the path, so it's not a great position to be in. Also, somehow to get this blue, but both those to be purple is going to be an issue. It's a little hard to make this level out. I don't know, there's all this play area over here they probably want me to do something with. Maybe higher up I'll get a better view or something? Huh. Even this one says 8 diamonds while my goal says 7. Because this one just doesn't count. Let's see, what's the layout of this place? Blue, blue, but I can't get them in the same beam necessarily. Not unless I do something like this. Come on. No. Like that kind of thing can kind of get a blue going, and then it can loop around, hit the blue upstairs, then come back around, and I can redirect it to this blue. That kind of thing can be kind of helpful. But somehow this has to be purple also. And I've already used up most of my objects. That has to be purple, that has to be purple, that has to be red. So like a free-flying red goes somewhere. And this red's fucky. So it must come from this direction or that direction, and then it dies because there's nothing behind it. So this red can't be retrieved. I'm shooting a red into nowhere. We're probably spending an entire red just on that. Maybe we're back to looping this blue. But I'm immediately out of squares. I don't have a lot of moving parts in this one. I only have 4 blocks total, right? It looks like it. That checks out. Yeah. So we're ultimately positioning the starting block in a spot where it'll create the majority of the color on its own. Which, like, that purple can happen here. But then immediately this is an issue. This would shoot nowhere, that'll shoot there. Like, that's kind of hard to reconcile. That said, you can be one of the white. Right, your 3-way split can create the white beam. Because your 3-way split can shoot the white beam in any direction. So I guess that's the approach I should be using for this whole thing. So that's a better start for this whole thing. It's something. Still not really sure what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. So everything here is purple, red, or blue, so we don't need any green. Need to figure out how to manipulate these colors correctly. We're not going to need purple. It has to be red and blue. Because we have a red and a blue there. So all the purples must be the result of a mixed color. Because if I use the 3-way splitter, then all I get is white, red, and blue. Which is white is mandatory, and red and blue are mandatory. So I'm combining the purple and then somehow shooting them through all these purple locations, of which they are all over the place. I think I can say that this is a failure. So let's reset a bit. And we'll instead experiment more with... I do think I'm right about one thing, which is that I think I want this in the path of the white. So let's try with versions where I start over here instead. This tile won't help, because if it's here, I can't shoot here without also shooting into the wall. So we need one tile of space. This is what I decided was blue because of the loop. So put red here. Ah. This instantly makes more sense. I can shoot red through here and here. Then we can pretty easily redirect all sorts of things to go the way we want them to. There we go. Ah. I need to move the main reprogrammable cube. Then it just immediately falls into place. It's that combinational element of these puzzles where I get stuck on the wrong approach and I just don't even know which part needs to be changed. 16! G2 has 16 diamonds. Huh. 2 out of 16. Yeah, it's because there's all these floors. And I can mix these up. Yep, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Hopefully I can get away with keeping these on the floor they're currently on, or it's going to get really confusing. So the laser starts down there, which means that I'm free to ignore the fact that the yellow... I can ignore... I don't have to preserve the white beam. And once I'm here, I can just put it through here and spend it everywhere where I want. It doesn't have a specific destination. I just need to solve the environment around me. There's a lot to unpack here. Okay. These are the two that require yellow, or is it green? Green? These two require green, this one mixes red with it. These two require red. The two that require red are in a line together. Two that require green. Oh, there's three that require green. That's green on its own, that's green with blue, that's green with red. A lot of splitters. A lot of splitters means I have a lot of room to screw this up. Okay, these two blues are hanging out in space. I think I shoot a naked blue through here. A solo blue. Because I can't put a splitter down in a position that would hit both of these blues. Their angles are offset like this. This is like that's the diagonal for this blue, and that's with the horizontal of this blue. So that's not doable. They don't even have a diagonal, even in the white space. So I probably shoot a blue straight through here, because all three of these are blue when they're in a line, just like how these three are reds and they're in a line. Isn't that interesting? I'm thinking that you don't shoot a white through this. I think that all of the beams recombine through there instead. Red, red. Make that one green and that one blue. Ah. Doesn't work so well when it's being redirected to the same spot like that. I can't let the white hit that because that'll pollute it. So maybe we do something more like that. Red, red, because there's no space here, so it has to go straight through here. Whereas other stuff I can kind of work with potentially. Those do both need green. Somehow the red has to get there. That's not great news for me. But also the green's going through here, but the blue has to go through there too. Okay, these are starting to get a little frustrating again. I'm somehow trying to send blue there, there, and there, and there, and there. Let's look at the other puzzle. I can't process this one right now. Okay, this one has fewer moving parts. It only has 4 blocks. 2 of them are reprogrammable. Although, for all I know, maybe you mix and match them with the ones upstairs, which would really blow, because that means I have an ungodly number of combinations to check through. That would be rough. That'd be very rough. We have... Those are both teals. Red, purple, yellow, white. That's suspicious. I'm sure that shoots into the next puzzle, like the one I can't even see yet, because I don't think that doesn't affect this one, right? No. I'm sure that affects G3. So I need to shoot a white beam through there at the end of all this. So you both need red. Ooh. Maybe I do need to mix up ones from different floors. How do I get red to go there, there, and there? Technically, I can pull something like that. The main problem is that I'm interrupting the white beam, which has to go through there. I also have to split the white beam and send one of them out here, which is an additional complication. If I assume that these squares solve this puzzle, I can take them upstairs and downstairs. Oftentimes I've found that puzzles don't require you to change where the source blocks were. That's usually the hint as to where to keep them, but maybe I need to. At the moment I need to continue this white beam. It has to end up both in there and in there, while also getting this huge number of different spots. Whew. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I feel completely overwhelmed at the moment. Whew. Haha. I can get you a better position though. It still matches. That's funny. Because yeah, it's left and center in both cases. So you can just move it and rotate it. This gets me a white beam going forward a little more easily. I might be able to pull the same trick actually twice. That would give me white. Then you have to be red and you have to be teal. Red and teal combined would make white. That's everything? Hey, I stumbled into it. Yeah. It's the same thing as the last room to an extent. Once the combination cubes... Once you try the right spot, the whole thing kind of falls into place, but until you've tried the right spot, it just is this nightmarish impossible thing. Okay, so let's reset again. So where do I want to put the cubes? So far, every single time, I think including the first room, right? Yeah. The white beam goes directly into the program cube. The programmable cube is directly in the path of the white. So let's just take the initial approach of that then. If we start here, then I can redirect the red, And those are the two spots that need red. What am I going to do from here? Funnily enough, RGB seems to be already be correct. Red, green, blue. It's not that explicit, but these both need green, so this has to be green, and we need to have blue because those require normal, unaltered blue. So somebody has to have blue. I guess it'll be there. But I'm somehow going to combine them into white. And these are what I have left. I don't think I want to... Yeah. I don't think I want to change you to a splitter because these are the only things that require red. These two and this one. So a little like directional alteration would get that fixed. But that's probably not it because that pollutes the green. So it might be that. Somehow blue gets here and here and here and here and here and here. Like, holy shit. But blue must go this way. I can't go that way because that's clearly a red, and I can't go that way because it's that would how the hell would I get both those to be green? Do I split it here? Probably. I need blue there, and I need blue there. So this gives me magenta, but not blue, not yellow. This gives me magenta without giving me the other pollution there, but everyone's already doing something, right? I'm out of blocks, aren't I? And it's not coming together. I'm still missing 6 cubes. 6 cubes. They're all up here, right? Aha, now there is no color anywhere. I broke the whole level. I think one of my biggest problems right now is that blue, on top of having to reach 5 destinations, is currently going to the right, then wrapping back around to the left to hit here. But also, its endpoint's over there. So if it's ending on the right, I think I need to send it left. Actually, might not be very hard. If I switch you guys, I can just have red go shoot directly through the white, then back through both of its destinations, and then just dead end it on a wall. Yeah. Hey, those 3 all require blue. That requires blue. Just like that, I have 12 out of 16, and I've only used 3 of the blocks if you count that one. I still have 2 left. Oh my god, I might be free of this soon. I may have done it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Because those are all greens. Those 2 get green on the way in, so no deflection. I don't know, let me know if you find these comprehensible or not, or if you're like, what the fuck? Because that's how I feel. once you choose the right starting point, which is a combination of like which beams am I sending where, and also where am I putting this block. Once that's decided and I happen upon the right starting point, the level basically solves itself in each of these cases. Like, it's mind-numbingly easy. But getting this in the right spot has been a real problem for me so far. Like a real problem. Huh. And then when I'm trying to get into the right spot... Huh. You would think you could work backwards, but it's really hard to find configurations that make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe there's just so many elements that I can't come up with a strategy. I have not been kicking ass.